Hello guys, this is Epic. Sorry for that little thing where I needed to, just open OBS for a second, but I just can't stand when it just decides to, hey, you just opened recording, so I'm going to turn orange and just pulsate. And, well, I'm going to be making Denji, and I already actually made Denji from Chainsaw Man in Pathfinder's second edition. Well, human. It's pretty self-explanatory. Revenant background. Well, Revenant um, quite literally died at some point and then got revived. I mean, little spoilers, okay? There will be a lot of spoilers. There will be a lot of spoilers for Chainsaw Man. But yeah, well, the first episode, he quite literally died, and well, Pochita revived him, and Barbarian for reasons I will explain later. These are the starting stats. These are the starting stats that we will start with. And yeah, for armor I will pick Oyoroi, and for weapons I won't pick any weapons because we will have pretty much the animal instinct weapons. Um, yeah, Barbarian because and Oyoroi also because when we get that, then we can actually sacrifice. We have this, so we can sacrifice our dexterity for charisma. Why would we want that? Well, once again, spoilers, but the whole thing with devils in Chainsaw Man, and especially Denji, is that they get their strength from fear. And talking about devils, of course, Tiefling and Shackleborn. Um, I think Shackleborn was the best pick for the ancestry feat, and Raging Intimidation because fear. For instinct, I chose animal instinct with bear barbarian. Why bear? Well, you get the cool claws. You get the cool claws. Essentially, just like for your weaker attacks and for your chainsaw attacks and stuff like this. Like you can technically use them as your chainsaw attacks, the claws, if you want, and just use this as your actual jaws. But as a GM, I would let you made it so they deal slashing damage to like emphasize that you have chainsaws and stuff like this. Um, but you need to talk about it with your GM. Level 2, of course, Sentinel Dedication, so we can actually get that charisma for our scaring people. And Quick Jump, because, yeah, Quick Jump, I thought that it would be the best thing. Die Hard, well, Denji dies then at level 3 we get Die Hard because Denji dies a lot and also increase our intimidation. Oh yeah, also, these are our starting skills. Yeah. Now, level 4, Wounded Rage. Yeah, like, Denji transforms sometimes when he just gets attacked, so yeah. And Steel Skin, so we don't need to take off our armor that will probably refill or just like a shirt or something. Because, flavor is free. And then skill increase, and we increase athletics for all of the jumping stuff and all the stuff like this. And this will be our statistics. Yeah, up to level 50, up to level 20 will increase all of the statistics just like that. However, at level 20 we'll just put 1 point into dexterity instead of charisma. Well, now going back to that. Armor specialist, so we'll get some resistance to slashing because Oyoroi. I think that's why I picked Oyoroi. Because Animal Instinct gives you resistance to piercing and slashing. Oh yeah. So yeah, I picked Oyor just because it's Liminar. Because at least as far as I know, there is no heavy armor that is a hide armor or something like this. At least to my knowledge. Um, how, however, then terrifying resistance because still fear. Then we increase our intimidation further and numb to death. Still, yeah, just Denji is pretty much almost immortal, so yeah. Uh, and armor 3 buff, so you know, we can just... So we can just do our armor cool stuff. I just picked this because I thought that it would be the best, the coolest fit out of all of them. Then Battle Cry, because still, fear, and stuff like this. Then we max out our athletics and pick light from the darkness to increase our survivability, especially against other creatures such as devils. Then Terrifying Howl, pretty self-explanatory along with Terrified Retreat. Now, skill increase will have us upgrade Survival. Why Survival? Well, Survival isn't anything specific, but I liked the one fit that Survival gives us, so I decided when we get to Legendary, because, well, it pretty much fits the Chainsaw Devil. And then, at level 11, well, yeah, Survival and Toughness, because, well, Denji is a pretty tough guy, considering his durability. Then, level 12, Mighty Bulwark. So we'll be even better at reflex saving throws without putting any points into dexterity. Then, Too Angry to Die, because, yeah, just more fear effects. Then, at level 13, yeah, wow, Survival, once again, and Bounce Back, because surviving. And then at level 14, we will pick Living Vessel Dedication, which, yeah, it will be pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I mean, like, Pochita will pretty much take control of the engine and stuff like this, because Chainsaw Devil and stuff like this. I picked it later because I needed to get, like 2 fits from that, at least. And after Armor 3 buff, I didn't want to miss out on Terrifying Howl early, and also Mighty Bulwark, which will be really useful. So yeah, Living Vessel only now. Then, later, we increase our Intimidation to Legendary, who would have expected, and increase our statistics like so. Then Cunning Acumen to Reflex, because, yeah, we want some more defense. And even though it shows us that we have like plus 27, just remember, because we picked Mighty Bulwark, it is essentially just 31. But Path Builder doesn't operate like this. And yeah, just something bugged, and just like 3 feats that we get just doubled for some reason in Path Builder, but it doesn't change anything. Then Vessel Forms, because just more devil stuff. And that's not natural, because you fight fiends and stuff like this, so... Or if it's anyone from other plane than material plane, and stuff like this, so... Yeah, because of that, I thought that it would be pretty cool and to have this, because, if you fight devils and stuff like this, then, yeah, it will be pretty good to just have bonus to initiative. Stays in character. Then Final Form, because I quite literally had no idea what else could I pick. Otherwise, you can just pick Fiendish Strikes if you want. And Brutal Critical, to deal more damage on critical, hits. And Legendary Survivalist, aka only feat that I originally picked Survival for, but also just got That's Not Natural as like a side thing. And then at level 19, Incredible Scout. Well, yeah, I need to somehow spend these feats. And then Cloud Jump. Why not Legendary Guide? Well, I mean, Denji can just go on the lookout, but he doesn't seem to be a very guide guy. And yeah, he's very strong. He is a very strong guy, so that's why Cloud Jump and Unstoppable Juggernaut. Pretty self-explanatory. You get just higher resistance. You get just resistance bonus, so yeah, still more survivable. Oh yeah, in like next video I'm going to like list goals for the character probably. But now I'm experimenting with the format of the videos to check just, yeah, over here, recorded in 11 minutes, pretty much just talking about the build, so I just want to know if you guys prefer if when I like just make the build early and then just talk over the build, or do you prefer when I just like make the build live? Because right now, you know, it took like 4 times less time than normally it would. However, I think that some people might just like disagree with that decision. So yeah, I want to just hear out all my how do I call it? Like all of my freaks of nature, I guess. I mean, because I'm kind of an aberration, because you know my character is an aberration, pretty much. So just freaks of nature, probably. I guess. Yeah, just I'm still figuring like YouTube out. So yeah, that's pretty much just the closest thing I think we will get to Denji. Okay, now I'm going to say design goals. In like Goku video, I'll talk about like my design goals first. But design goals over here was just to give us a transformation that will make us just get chainsaws, make the character really bulky. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do. I mean, also, like, Denji had regeneration, but this wasn't my priority. So, yeah, I don't even know if you can just get fast healing like that. But if there is some way you can get fast healing and stuff like this, or just regenerate from attacks, also keeping like all of the... Also keeping like the Chainsaw Man transformation, and making it available quite early, then yeah. And also I didn't use any like Ancestry Paragon and stuff like this, because you know, I want that if you need to talk to the GM, then it would be just like basic flavor stuff, mostly just changing damage type, like, you know, with just this dealing slashing instead of piercing damage on stuff like this. But even if you don't want to just deal piercing damage, you can just use claw attacks instead of that. Just like reflavor that chainsaws. So yeah, I just wanted to limit how much the GM needs to change the actual game because of you know? I mean, if you want, like if you just, like if you have Ancestry Paragon and stuff like this, then you can add yourself like your more of your own fits and stuff like this. However, if your GM does not allow Ancestry Paragon or stuff like this, then yeah, just remember that if you want to like change something, then that's just like my opinion of this. All you just need to remember is that, I mean, you can try to take Living Vessel, you know, early on. I could try to take Living Vessel early on and choose something like Entity Strike or something like this. And then, I don't know, tap Vitality for 2 levels early if I had, you know, like the 3 archetype variant rule. So yeah, like as long as you would pick armor proficiency to get heavy armor training early, then it would be good, pretty much. As long as you would get like Sentinel dedication before like level 13, you know? If you try to take like a general feat, for example, instead of like taking Shackleborn for fast recovery, you could take like a general feat, you could take like, you know, just general training over here and then pick like the you know, armor proficiency feat, then try to play along with this. So yeah, and do this as long as you know, as long as you get like before, as long as you get Sentinel dedication before level 13, then it should be okay. So yeah, like that's pretty much it. That's all my thoughts on the build, and we did it in like 17 minutes. So yeah, I hope I earned your subscription or something like this, and just I hope for the best for this video. And yeah, I'm going to just like record also a Goku video and just like probably, I don't know, like 4 more car guides, 2 archetypes, and then probably just try to capitalize on the D&D stuff that happened, because just we live in a society, Batman. So we live in a society where we need to capitalize off of everything to actually achieve our goals. Even though I think that Pathfinder is better than D&D, I still need to record D&D stuff to keep this channel going, or at least compare Pathfinder 2nd edition to D&D to get rage bait from people. We live in this kind of society, Batman. Yeah, just I hope that this bit went well. Like my voice is not like in like the best state, I think, because right now, you know, it's spring, so a lot of allergies and stuff like this. So yeah, my voice is not like in the best state that it will ever be. However, I think that like my Joker impression like was pretty decent. I hope, at least. Why am I making this video 20 minutes instead of 10? Just roll it